Recording in progress.
Welcome to Ethereum Cat Herders meeting number 130. This is issue number 401 at ecatherders/PM repo. On agenda, we have general updates about protocol and application development, information on event fellowship hackathons, and a bit about Ethereum network upgrade, along with some of the initiatives that are being proposed or being discussed under consideration. So let's start with the first item, which is ECH update. I received a message from Harish. He could not make the meeting today, but the meeting blog post is ready. He is moving, so he's not in the best place to look into stuff regularly, but we are hoping that he would be in a position to release the blog post sooner rather than later. We do have videos and podcast out for this specific episode, Meet the Herders with George. The next one here is ECH Engineering. We had a meeting yesterday on overall progress. I see George on the call. George, if you would like to just walk us through where we are and what new things that we are looking into Ethereum Cat Herders website.
Yeah, sure. So pretty much we are working on the V3. Pi has been leading that charge so far, and that'll be on the new domain ethcatherders.com instead of ethereumcatherders.com. And part of the V3 is also a complete redesign, where we're going to be adding some pages and also redesigning the home page as well to switch up the direction from talking about decentralized project management to the positioning of we're actually an educational platform. And Pooja, am I missing anything?
No, I think you have covered it pretty much. We would be working on the change of layout, as you mentioned, that we want to showcase our primary objective. That is we are trying to ensure all the documents are available. People looking for information and education about Ethereum community will be able to get that. Well, thank you for the update.
Yeah.
I hope we will see a few new features in upcoming days. I don't know, Shubhangi, if you have any update you would like to add on top of that.
Hi. Not yet, but I hope to send an update soon.
Sounds perfect. Looking forward to meet everyone next Monday to get more updates on it. All right. I don't see Pi on the call, but if I understand that the Meet the Herder page is already added in the V3 version, so that should be up there. And people should be expecting a lot of information with respect to Petra page, as discussed in the meeting yesterday. I'm not sure if it is done yet or not, but yeah, we should be expecting a lot of updates on that side as well. The next section is meeting podcast, EPD Twitter Spaces. We had a Twitter Spaces with the Octant project, I guess 2 weeks ago. We discussed about public good fundings, how Octant is supporting, how Ethereum thinks about general concept of this public good funding, and how Ethereum Cat Herders fits into one of the projects to be considered for public good funding. It was an interesting talk. We get to hear a lot about the project Octant team from Golem. So people can follow the link to listen to that conversation. We have uploaded a bunch of new podcasts on ecosystem project demo. There is smoothly, if I remember correctly, and there is another project called Interceptor. These both are interesting projects from Ethereum ecosystem, and I have learned a lot from this conversation. My recommendation, check out the video and podcast of these projects to learn about the new and upcoming projects in the Ethereum ecosystem. The next one here is EIPS Insight. I'm quickly trying to take a look at the latest status. In the month of May, we have received five. Oh, wow, that's not good. Five proposals moved to the stagnant status. We have received three new drafts, and one proposal moved to the review status in EIPs. We did not see any update on ERC and RIP side, but the good news here is we are seeing a decrease in open issues and pull requests. Um, I don't think I have added the link here, but I will add definitely for people present in this meeting may follow the HackMD and maybe take a look at the charts that we have added recently to showcase our open issues and pull requests. This clearly signifies the effort of editing that goes into managing Ethereum repositories here. So if we take a look at the EIPs, we see significant decrease. The open pull request and issues were 100 in the month of January, but now it is decreased to 63. So kudos to all editors who have been working so hard to make this number go down and respond to proposers and authors as soon as possible. You can also take a look at all other Insight charts and graphs on eipsinsight.com. This is just early in the month, so we look forward to get more updates from ERC's repository and RIP's repository as well. On PEEP and EEP, we are expecting Tim Backo on May 29th to be talking about EIP 7587. That is reserve precompile address range for RIPs. This is one of a kind of proposal that has been added to the Ethereum repository. It's basically providing space to roll up improvement proposals like where their precompiles can be added, address ranges being defined. I'm hoping this to be an interesting conversation. So people interested in roll-up projects or want to learn more about how precompile address range work on Ethereum blockchain, this could be an interesting talk. Join us on May 29th at 18:30 UTC. We are trying to also include all the proposals which have been included in Pectra upgrade. In the series, we have covered a bunch of proposals already. I think the list can be found here on the agenda as additional resources for Pectra upgrade. We have already included 2935 with Thomas, 6110. That is another interesting EIP which is getting in. We have recorded a talk with Dano Farine on EVM object format. EVM object format and EUF team basically are proposing a bunch of proposals. Those have been added as mega EUF specs. People may check it out. We are also discussing to include RIP 7212. I'm not sure at this point of time, like whether it is in the form of RIP 7212 exactly, or will there be a parallel proposal, but that's under discussion. However, if people are interested to learn about what this particular roll-up improvement proposal brings to the Ethereum mainnet, you may check out episode number 129, recorded with Ullas. To learn more about this first roll-up proposal to be included in Pectra upgrade. And in this series, we are expecting to have a conversation with Alex Stokes to learn more about EIP 2537 pre-compiled for BLS 12381 curve. This particular proposal was proposed long ago and it was in active discussion, but this time it seems that it would be accepted and included for the mainnet. So it will be interesting to follow the conversation, what has changed since then. And this recording is scheduled on July 2nd at 18:30 UTC. People may check out the schedule added to the agenda to learn more about upcoming talks on EIPs in PEEP and APE. We can also follow some YouTube shorts. There is this community playlist which includes all recent YouTube shorts about Ethereum space and what people think about different proposals in general. The next one is WIEP study group. So Women in Ethereum Protocol is going to start a study group. This is going to be an opportunity for new women in the space who wants to learn about Ethereum Protocol and wants to make initial contribution just to test the water. So we have shortlisted an Ethereum repository where we are hoping that these new people will be able to help us make PRs against issues those have been added. If you are interested to learn more about this study group, want to join the study group and want to learn about how you can make contribution to Ethereum protocol, please reach out to me. There is a specific Discord for WIEP. I'll be happy to point you out towards them, and the team will be happy to help and get you involved in the Ethereum ecosystem. The next one is ECH funding. Octant Epoch 3 round is concluded. Unfortunately, we were not in the list of grantees. However, we were there until 1 hour before the closing time. But due to some disturbances in the in that round in last hour, we were kicked out. We could not cross the threshold. We were not the only project. You can imagine like projects like Gitcoin was kicked out because of that mishap that happened. But Octant community is taking it very seriously and they are trying to learn from the incidents and get some improvement in their governance. We look forward to participate in Epoch 4 and I'll be hoping to share more information about that very soon. I had a chat with the Gitcoin grant, and obviously the grant has concluded yesterday, the Gitcoin grant round 20. We could not participate because we were not a good fit for that, but I'm in touch with the team and hopefully we will be participating in the next grant round. If people have any suggestion about any other grant round that we have not either participated or something new that is there, please share it with us. It's very important that we participate in different grants, not only just for getting the funding, but also for getting the support and also for people to learn about Ethereum cat herders. I think these interaction with community gives us an opportunity to learn about what is missing and how, as cat herders, we can support the ecosystem. So if you have any suggestions, any thought, and you know about any grant program, please do let us know. One last thing on ECH funding is a bunch of retroactive requests. I think I have cleared almost all of them. I think only one retroactive funding is pending on my end, and I'm hoping to get that clear as well. In case anyone has not made any funding request for tasks performed in the past and they hope to get this thing done, please make your request sooner rather than later. It would be nice to receive all the requests before 15th May so we don't have to look into any further retroactive funding request. We would want to keep it month to month, and we should be expecting some new changes not only for funding, but also for process. I am hoping that we will be sharing more information about the organization of Ethereum cat herders in upcoming days. The last one here is meeting notes. I see notes for all meetings except for ACDC 133. Those are in. Maybe we can check with the
Yeah,
133.
I think it's on 133. It should be on me. I'll share the PR in an hour.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Santosh. And rest all meeting notes are in. So thank you guys. Again, as I was mentioning, that we should be expecting some changes in organization, some changes in process. I am hoping that we can get these notes sooner rather than later. And for that, if we need to define or design a process around where we can increase the participation, maybe something like bounty based, use a platform for bounty and start getting meeting notes advertised there, that can be an option. But if people have other thoughts, please share with us. We'll be happy to incorporate to get those things done. I see Sahil Suri joining as well. Sahil, if you have any updates on meeting podcast and EPD sides, please share. I tried to share whatever information I had.
Sure, yeah. So episode 129 has gone up this week, and that's for Peep and Eep. We will also be putting up another episode this week. That is episode 128. That's going to be going up on Thursday. Other than that, there is currently no EPD that I have scheduled. I think I reached out to some team a couple weeks ago, but I didn't get a response. So I'll try reaching back out again and seeing if I can get an update. But that's it for the podcast.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think I have shared a bunch of projects, a name. Yeah, anyone like Santosh, Sahil, whoever gets an opportunity to reach out to those projects, please do. We look forward to talk to more projects in future so we can share information about what's coming up in the Ethereum ecosystem. Very well. That's all on item number 1. On item number 2, we have been supporting multiple meetings that goes into Ethereum protocol. I'm aware there's right now also a meeting going on for account abstraction. It's not added there because this is just the second meeting, but hopefully we'll be adding a recording of it shortly. People may take a look at this list added here. There are a lot of protocol meetings ongoing based on their area of interest or where they want to make a contribution. Check out these meetings and reach out to me or anyone from the group. They would be happy to connect you with the team. And if you have anything to contribute to the open source ecosystem here, would love to have you involved. Currently, there is ETH multi-call that happens every Monday at 8 a.m. EST. Roll call that happens once a month on Wednesdays at 1400 UTC. UF implementers meeting every Wednesday at 1500 UTC. Sequencing and pre-confirmation call. I'm not very certain about the time of that, but I have added a playlist so people can follow. Similarly, there are a bunch of Verkle proposals suggested for Petra upgrade. So there is a regular schedule of Verkle implementers calls. We do have all ERC dev meeting added on Ethereum Cat Herders YouTube as well as ECH meeting playlist. On events fellowship hackathons, I have listed 2 of the upcoming events. One is in the month of May itself, which is ETH Berlin, and next is ETH CC. People may suggest more events. There is a channel dedicated on ETHCAT Discord to add events if they are aware of. As we are expecting Petra upgrade, we have listed resources, but Ethereum cat herders are also making a dedicated page for Petra upgrade where you can also find the DevNet 0 spec and the clients who have already complied to that. Yeah, we want to provide more information with respect to this upgrade and all upcoming future upgrades. So continue checking on the website as well as the links added in the agenda here. The next item is new initiative association team discussion. We are thinking something in the direction of staking related content. I don't know if we have anything decided, but if there is, please feel free to jump in, else we can bring it up later. All right, there's another potential new ideas for community engagement. It was proposed by Santosh. Santosh, I would like you to maybe take this one and explain about your thoughts so we can collect some input from the present team here.
Yeah, sure. So in the recent days, right, pretty much good number of websites have a chatbot, which is more of a conversational chatbot, like we all use ChatGPT. Similarly, if you have used Canva for designing, so you can ask question like, "Hey, how do I do this?" And it gives you steps, right? It's basically like a conversational support the chatbot gives you. So I was thinking, can we also consider doing the same because we have a website? So I want to know about more about Pectra. So I can check, hey, I want to know more about Pectra. When is the launch date and so on, right? So as a visitor, they don't have to go to the Pectra page and search for those information. It's a manual effort. Rather, it can be more conversational, right? And we can be one of the open source where we have pretty much all the information up to date. And it might bring in good attention to the public audience, in my opinion, because there's no one else doing in the Ethereum ecosystem. Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, I definitely like the idea of adding AI tool. I wonder what developers think about it.
Yeah, I'd love to help. I did a little bit of work with LangChain before, so I think a lot of those tools would work pretty well. We would just need some idea of like authoritative enough of a data source that we can pull from.
Interesting. Josh, do you have any thoughts on this as well?
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe as like a proof of concept could make this as one of those ChatGPT plugins, because there's like the GPT store, and it could probably source all those information into one of those, see how it works, and then that'd be a nice proof of concept to see if we want to continue rolling with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I think there's some commercial attached to ChatGPT, but we can always see if there's any add-on which is open source, which we can use, right? Because we'll be feeding all the data. In return, like it learns based on the questions and tries to give an answer. Maybe we can do a POC and see how it turns out.
It definitely sounds interesting to me. I'm not that technical, unfortunately, to get that through. So it would be a good idea to maybe add some more thoughts to it. Maybe put it in a doc or something, like what actually we want to do with this, like what is our goal and how do we achieve that and how it's going to help the community. And we can discuss it in the website meeting, in upcoming website meetings, and we can take it from there.
Sure, Pooja. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll maybe create a doc.
Sounds good and something new and interesting. Thank you for sharing that. All right, with that, we have covered almost all of the items listed in the agenda. Number 6 is general updates, discussion, and some stats here. If people have any other thoughts, ideas, please feel free to share. We have added the stats of Twitter, Discord, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We should make Farcaster account as well. It's popular these days. Anyone here on Farcaster? Oh yeah, great. Cool, cool. Yeah, we should do that because as we have Twitter Spaces, they are having Forecaster Spaces. It would be good to reach out to community which is already existing on that social media, and yeah, let them know about Ethereum cat herders, have them engaged with the Ethereum ecosystem. With that,
Sure. Pooja, if I can take a minute, right? So I just wanted to bring up a question or a thought, right? Like you had mentioned, we have so many community calls happening. I'm more leaning towards how do we bring the visibility of the community calls which we are arranging for the Ethereum ecosystem, right? Right now, it's within the closed group or probably visitors or users who know they are aware of it. Should we think of doing a weekly update in our Twitter saying that, hey, these are the following community call happened last week. Here is the notes you can refer to. Here is the summary by Tim and so on, right? So probably like every Monday, some updates going from our Twitter handle. It might help us in the long run to get more followers, more people looking for those updates weekly.
This is an interesting idea, but why do we want to wait for an entire week? Why not the same day or the next day? So we can
We can
perhaps do
actually
that.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think it would be interesting to have these kind of tweets going out. Generally, for any meetings, we do have notes immediately coming out, which, like for example, 4844. So right after the meeting, Terence, he used to share notes on Twitter account. So what we can do is like we can especially for meetings which cat herders are supporting. I mean, obviously, we'll try to cover all the ecosystem meeting, but meetings which cat herders are supporting, what we can do is like we let people know in advance that this meeting is going to happen. If it is live stream, perfect, you can join the live stream. If not, then right after the meeting, when recording is uploaded, we say that this is the highlight, this is the recording, and yeah, you can learn more about it. It would be a good idea for community engagement.
Sure. Probably we can discuss offline how we can attempt for this and see what do people.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat here. There was suggestion of RSS feed for people to subscribe to. That is also a very good idea. However, in the new version of the Eat Cat Herders website that we are working on, maybe we'll create section of resources where like all meeting a playlist can be added, so people can also find the idea of like what meetings are available and what are the playlists there. Daily. Are you talking about Eat Guai, William?
Am I talking about what?
Eat Guai by Sasan. What is daily?
No, I
Yes,
was referring to Santash's idea.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
As in, you mentioned why not immediate when he was mentioning maybe something weekly. I think there's benefits to both. As in, daily gives kind of a quick recap, either for people who weren't there, who didn't know about it, things like that. But in terms of something that's more newsletter format, not necessarily content-wise, I'm not saying it needs to be like a Substack or a blog post or anything like that. Just getting used to the idea that, like, every Thursday there's going to be some kind of recap on everything that happened that week or something like that. I could also see that being beneficial. And I mean, the two really don't contradict each other. It just means more work for whoever's doing it. But yeah, that would be my, my random thoughts.
Yeah, I love the idea. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I totally agree. If we start doing something on a regular cadence, that is always helpful because there is an expectation set by the community, and we try to deliver to that. So, yeah, that's a good suggestion. Whatever works out, Santosh, we can perhaps discuss that and figure it out.
Sure. Thanks, Varun.
Yep. I see Meenakshi's hand is raised. I don't know if it was a mistake or you want to add something, Meenakshi. Please feel free. Okay, it looks like it's by mistake. Maybe you can lower hand. Okay, perfect. Done. All right, this was pretty interesting conversation today. Anything else people would like to add, share, discuss? Cool. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and I look forward to meet you again in next 2 weeks. In the meantime, please feel free to jump on ETHCatHerders Discord, talk about your favorite topic, anything interesting you find in Ethereum ecosystem. We would be happy to include summary of these things in our next meeting. Thank you guys. Take care. Have a good one.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, cheers.
Thanks, Boo.